Hi everybody, and welcome to the 4th annual Sweet Pea Papers Crafty Christmas in July. Yes, another year, another Christmas in July. This is going to run July 1st through July 31st of 2024. We have 25 collaborators, each doing 4 videos minimum, so that's going to be 100 videos minimum. And then there's mine for the month as well. Now, we're going to have a drawing, and that's going to be on August 1st at Sweet Pea Papers Facebook group. We're not going to do one from Junk Journal Tutorials and More, only you'll see on the next page you're going to be able to enter the drawing from there. Okay, now don't forget that the 25 collaborators links are all below each and every one of our videos, so you'll have 100-something chances to visit everybody. Now the links are going to be listed individually, the YouTube links, so be sure to go visit and check their projects out. They're all going to be wonderful, and there's going to be at least 4 per person for you to watch. Now, to specifically how to enter the drawing, and I'm not sure how many prizes I have yet still. Believe it or not, I'm filming this in May so that I can get ready. I have another big collaboration project to do, so I need to make time and make room for that. So the drawing, like I said, is August 1st. To enter the drawing, post your pictures of your Christmas projects using the hashtag Crafty Christmas in July 24, and when in your post, and then you can post it in either or both, which I recommend both, Sweet Pea Papers Facebook group or the Junk Journal Tutorials and More Facebook group. Now you can enter the same pic in each one, the same post in each one, and that will get you 2 entries because each post equals 1 entry. Not each picture, but each post. Okay? You can put as many pictures as you want in each post, but I recommend you make a separate post for each picture. So you can post in both groups at the same time and double your chances. So now, these designers have been very generous and given their kits to the collaborators for them to use so that they can make projects for you. These are Christmas kits that they've donated, and that's going to be Line Dot Arrow, Cara Brandon Creations, Nonstop Paper Crafts, Crafty Dragon Creations, Natty and Moon, Studio 28E Journal Creations, The Trucking Scribe, and Beauty and Books Co. Now, like I said, without these guys and without the collaborators, this would not have been possible. And I want to thank everybody that's participating for, well, participating. And this year's double the number of people that we had last year, and that's exciting. Last year we had 13 collaborators. Well, so that's 1 person less than double. So yeah, so that's it for that. So let's go on to the rest of video 10. Now, Houston, we have a problem. So this is section 3 still, and you'll notice that it's complete except for some cards that need to be put inside, but we hadn't completed it in video 9. Now, the problem is that I noticed, let me make sure these both stay stuck to the sides. This is the first time I've opened it. So I want to make sure everybody is stuck where they're supposed to be stuck. Okay. All right, so the problem is I had to be a smarty pants and make this page the same size as this page with this shorter one in the middle. So it opens fine this way, right? We've got our magnet holding this shut, magnet holding that shut, so that's all well and good. Then we open this, and we've got our card. You open this, and we've got our envelopes. We open this, and we've got our envelope that opens this way. If I can get the Velcro to stay where it's supposed to on this one, I may have to put a little dot of glue on there. And then this is the part that was supposed to have been glued to the book. As you can see, it's been papered. This is where the two ribbons are glued on the back, just like we glued the other ones on the back, and then I put the paper on top, and I'll show you why. This would not work glued to the book, because, as you remember, when you open it this way, it catches on this. This one catches on this one. So we have to lift it up and over, right? So here's where I need a card. And then up and under. Well, that's crazy. So I went ahead and finished the last few pages. I think there was 2 or 3. So we had this one already, and I decided not to put a card in here because I like the picture, even though the pocket is ready for one. On here, it's just a basic belly band, no big deal. So I need to make a card for that one. You see how this works. So this here is just a piece of paper folded in half with a piece of paper folded into 4. And the upper left corner is glued. And that's all it is. So I did that. We had already done that. So I think I just did 2. Yeah, I just did those 2, and then I put the ribbons on and glued the back paper on. So what we're going to do is we're going to put it in the book loose. We're going to make a enclosure for it out of paper this time, not acetate. I sold one of my books, one of my lap books that had a pocket made out of acetate, and it looked really cool with lace on it, and it held a small book. But when the client got it, the pocket had come loose and come off, and I was so embarrassed. We were able to fix it, but still, it was very embarrassing. In fact, it was mortifying. I know things happen, but this time we're not going to do that. We're going to do something different. So this is going to remain loose in the book. We're just going to make a thing to hold it in. All right. So it's still going to go in section 3. That's why I have the little piece of paper there that says section 3. I'm leaving it out because I need to make the cards. I'm not setting it over in the book cover yet. So now I've cut these down to size, the height wise, and we're going to make section 2. So section 2 is the same size as section 3, which is just the paper folded in half. We want this one to open this way. So we're going to fold it in half. Okay. Open side to the right. Then we're going to take another piece of paper and we're going to fold it in half. Let's make our 1/2 inch. So we need to cut a 1/2 inch off. Need to divide it in half. Now I've lost all my confidence on building these. Okay. And then we're going to score it at 1/2 inch. And that'll make it 1/2 inch shorter than the paper below. You don't ever want anything facing the seam to be wider or the same size when you're making an accordion thing. That's what I learned out of being a smarty pants and thinking I had done something different and special. So we're going to fold this. We're going to put glue on it. And we're going to glue it facing this way on top of this one, even with the edge. And that makes it a 1/2 inch shorter. Let me put my finger right there. Now let's put on another one this size and make a pocket in this one like we did the other one. So we're going to score this at 1/2. This is the other half of this paper. You know, we don't have to score it. We could just cut it and lay it on there and make a pocket. Let's do the scoring, and then that will give us a little bit of a gusset, not much. Just a little bit, the amount the paper's folded. Okay. Now we're going to glue this one. We're going to glue it here. Now I'm not putting very much glue on at all. It just looks like I am. Okay. Then we're going to put glue across here. And across here to make a pocket. This is my plan. So that's going to effectively glue this to this. Let's see if that works. Except for all the glue gushing out over here. Okay, so then this should open together, and then there'll be a pocket. Okay, this ended up a little bit short, or this one is a little bit long, and I'm sure that has to do with my scoring somewhere, but it's okay because it's still smaller than this, and this gives us our pocket, and we won't punch the thumb hole until we've put the paper on. Now we're going to take our third piece of paper. We're going to fold it in half. Okay. Then we're going to cut 1/2 inch off. My paper trimmer, the way it is, it's not that easy to do small amounts. The guard is too wide. So we're going to cut that much off. Then we're going to cut it in half. So that'll be the same size as this. I'm trying to talk with the pencil in my mouth. We'll score it at 1/2 inch. Trying to decide if to do one more. Or if it would be too skinny if we do one more. Okay, I'm going to put less glue on this one. I do not want the glue to ooze out again. Just want them to hold together. We're going to glue paper over the seams, so that's going to hold it together even more. And remember when we just barely overlapped those papers and glued them together and made the cover? We'll be fine. We need to go back from the pocket towards the center. Now, do we have one more piece left? We do. Now, if I were to take this and score it 1/2 inch, we would have something on the cover that wide. This should be this way. I say we go for it. Let's score this at 1/2 inch. Okay, once we build this, once I glue this one on, we are going to go on hold so I can decide what I want to do on the top, or if we want to work from the back to the front, or how do I want to do it, because I didn't decide. I knew I had to take time to show you my mistake, and then yeah. So doing the intro, don't forget to go visit the other collaborators videos. They've all worked so hard. And go visit the designers links. I don't even know if I told you that part. On the under the video, there's going to be a link, and it'll say link to designers. And when you click on that link, a web page will open, and clickable links to all of their Etsy shops will open up, and they're all going to be having sales, and their Christmas stuff's going to be on sale, and it's going to be fun for everyone. So you can go check out their shops, ones that you haven't been to before maybe, and go favorite them, do them a nice little boost. So that would be great too. And I'm sorry, everybody, that I forgot to mention that in the beginning. Okay, so we fold it and we put it back on the open side. So now on the top, we're going to have a piece that is 4¼ inches wide. That's what I thought. And then I thought maybe it's 4½, but no, it's 4¼ So we started out with 5 3/8, and we ended up at 4¼ okay. All right, I'm going to put you on hold, figure out a couple of pages for us to do, and then we'll be right back. Okay, see you then. So I've got this page planned, and it's probably going to take us longer than what we've got left. So the first thing we need to do is get rid of that. I numbered the pages. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What's the problem here? There should be no problem. Why do I have a problem? Because of the pocket. Darn it. Oh, because this is the same size as this. This was the rule that we had. So we need to cut a little bit off of here. Let's see if that's enough to fix our problem. Yeah. So we just cut a little bit off the front of this, makes it a little bit skinnier. But I wanted to make something nice for the front page, and I think I've got it. We're going to put this paper on the page with a window. So we're going to have to size this first, and we're going to use this black backing as the back inside of the window. We can't just glue it to here, and I'll tell you why in just a minute. So we need to cut this to the width that we're going to use. Let's see if I can even see the edge. It's right there. So that needs to be cut right there. Wow. Okay. So that's gonna fit on here. Nope, it's too big. I still didn't go over far enough. Do it where the light shines to where I can see. We may have to pick a different size window. No, I think we'll still be okay. We're just going to end up cutting off part of this. I think I cut it to the size of the one underneath. Because it's so hard to see with the black on the black. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to cut this paper to the same size. So we're going to have to cut it down Okay. It's almost going to be like a, oh, what do you call it? Specimen page. But it's not going to have a hole on the back side. Okay, so we've got the two pieces of paper that are the same size. Then we're going to take this, we're going to get out the Big Shot off screen so it doesn't jiggle everything. Oh, and I think the camera moved by accident. Let me see if I can. There we go. I don't know how much more that is, but I do know that's how it was before. I was pulling one of those glue strings off my hand, and I just went free and hit the camera. Okay, so we're going to cut the window in the bottom, and we're going to try to take the least amount of this brown ornament as possible without not leaving enough at the bottom to glue the acetate on. We need enough to do that. Now, this is going to shake everything and make a noise and jiggle everything. And there we go. I knew it was going to make a big noise. One more. Put this back away. Out of the way. Okay. So now we've got this, and we'll put it with our other cutout pockets. I mean cards. Cutout cards. And we'll put this away. I tucked the sticky part down inside, and then I'm just using a paper clip to hold it shut. It's much easier than doing the sticky down on the outside and trying to find it over and over, and then having the die stick to it on the way in and the way out. Let's ink this. Which you'll only see against the card. Got cards to put in that other section too. So I'm going to have to take a break from recording and make all those cards so that I don't forget to make them. Okay. Take a piece of the acetate, which I think this square one will be big enough. Yes. I wonder if this one is smaller than this one. It is. It's big enough. So we're going to glue that on. Well, what in the world's wrong with me? I needed to cut it first. Do not do this at home, children. Did it so only those two little dots of glue touched. Don't ask me how it worked. I don't know how it worked. I just had an idea in my head to hold the guard up, except for one little spot touching the plastic. Actually, it was the other side that I wanted lined up, but that's okay. So now we've got our window. Now we're going to glue it on here as a pocket. So this is the side we want open. So we're going to glue these three sides. Let's make it into a pocket. Okay, so I'm going to turn it this way. We're going to glue it right on top of this as a pocket. Okay, let me fix this. Make sure I don't have any glue on my fingers. Accidentally get it on the acetate. Okay, so now we've got that. Then we're going to take the envelope and we're going to do the same thing. So we're going to cut a window in this paper. We're going to cut the paper to fit. You know what I didn't do? I didn't ink the outside of the paper. I think it's close enough that I can do it, because they were glued right on top of each other. So that puts the edge at the edge. Only we're not going to need a back piece. We are going to need to cut the envelope down because we're going to hook it on here. Actually, we won't. Because that'll make it even with this one. Nope, it's going to be a problem. So we're going to have to cut it down. And then we'll have to glue it back together. Because it can't stick out. Oh, wait. Oh, no, that's... Okay. So now we're going to glue this back together. We're still going to use this to put a card inside. So we need to glue this back together before we forget. Take an envelope out of it again. Let's double check it. I should have done that before I glued it, but yep, that'll be fine. Then we're going to yeah, we want to see the poinsettia. Okay, I had this all in my mind. Oh, that's why that was the back. Okay, I remember now. I can see clearly now. The rain is gone. So the envelope front needs to be measured. And so this is ultimately going to be the front of this whole stack. I measured it the wrong way. I almost cut off all the flowers. And turn it upside down just to measure it. And then we're going to do it this way. I'm not sure how I'm supposed to put the window in now. Let's take a look at that. Put one across there. and one up there. I think that's what I'll do. We'll lose a little bit of this, but that's all right. We'll still have the two big flowers. Okay, so let me cut this. And we're going to do it the same way, only we're not going to add the extra piece of black paper because we're not going to be gluing an envelope or anything onto it. Do you see what I mean? So this is our pocket here. We haven't glued it on yet. This is our pocket here. Goodness. This is our pocket here. We're going to glue it onto the cover as a pocket. We'll put a tab at the bottom and a tab at the top. Oh, we can't do that, can we? Because the tab will stick out farther and then we won't be able to open and close it. So, darn it. My really good plan has gone awry. Okay, let me, well, that's all right. We don't have to glue it on as a pocket. We'll just use this as a pocket and have the card stick out a little bit. And then we will do this one the same way. Yeah, that'll be fine. Just 2 pockets instead of 4. Oh well. Okay, so that's it for this video, and I'll see you in the next video, and that will be just a second for you and a day for me. Okay, bye-bye.